you're ever in a set and the girl is getting pulled away by friends, this primarily happens during night game, right? Like you're in a set, you're talking to a girl, it's going good, and then all of a sudden like one of the friends comes in and just like pulls her away, and the girl's like, all that means is that there was a potential obstacle that was building up that you were just completely unaware of because you're in your bubble with this girl and you think it's going good. But what you don't understand is that in night game, she's not at the venue alone. So if you're talking to her and it's going well, the moment you see a girl, especially in nighttime, you need to assume this girl is here with people, and those people will inevitably be looking for this girl because she's not in the venue alone. If you're just selfishly talking to her one-on-one, thinking that it's going good, you need to understand that there's like this ticking time bomb that's about to backfire on you if you don't defuse the bomb, especially if you're not like a tall, good-looking dude. Like, one thing I will say is that if you're a tall, good-looking dude and then the friends come by and they'll be like,
oh, she's talking to some stud, let's give her some space.
Even still, they might feel compelled to come in, but you probably get a little bit more leeway if you're that dude. Unfortunately, for most of us, like myself included, like I'm only 5'8", we're not like these tall studs. If that's the case, you need to be proactively figuring this out or diffusing that bomb, right? So the moment I'm talking to her, pretty much within like 15 seconds, 30 seconds max, I would be asking like, oh, where are your friends? Sometimes they'll even joke like, oh, why'd your friends abandon you? Maybe they're at the bathroom, maybe they're at the bar, maybe they got lost, maybe they went to talk to somebody. They're gonna come back looking for their friend. Like, you need to discuss the situation with the girl. If her friends are coming back, you need to let the girl know, like, yo, introduce me to your friends when they come back. Because then if she's like, oh, hey, what's up? Oh, I was wondering, hey, by the way, this is Kyle. And then I'll be like, oh, hey, what's up? Or another instance is like, as the friends are coming over, I open them first as they're coming in. Good vibe, good energy, say what's up, bring them into the conversation that I was just talking about with the girl. Hey, what's up? Yeah, what's going on? Oh, I was actually just talking, yo, actually she told me that blah, blah, blah. Or get this, we were just saying that blah, blah, blah. And then you gotta like run the set early on. The other thing is the body language too. Like, dude, a lot of PUAs, these pickup guys, they have like such aggressive body language in the venue, and they think they're like dominating the girl, but you don't understand how it looks from an outside perspective. Like, it might be good if you're in one-on-one, but like if her friends just dipped and they're coming back and they see you, that pickup dude, looking like you're about to pounce on the girl, it's gonna trigger in their mind, like, we need to protect our friend. The other angle is like, guys will start acting weird when the friends come in. They're almost as if they were like embarrassed or they got caught trying to do the pickup thing. And now like the friends come in and now they're like weird. And now they're like standing back, hovering, kind of like waiting for their other opportunity to get back in. Neither of those directions were ever successful for me. Personally, I think the best route is being the socially confident, non-threatening, but still masculine dude that's charismatic, right? And that's the angle that I was just talking about, which is like acknowledging the situation, figuring it out with her ahead of time, discussing to her what's about to happen, and then you're leading it that way. And then the earlier on you could win over the friends. At some point you could probably get back into one-on-one, or at some point you just join the whole group, and ideally like the friends really like you and you could kind of like interact with the whole group. Anytime the friend gets pulled away, it's just a result of you not being proactive enough. That's what it is. Anytime the target gets pulled away, it's a result of you not handling the obstacles ahead of time. So you're pretty much blocking yourself if you're not doing these things. You could even get into like a pretend role play where you and the girl are on like an inside joke about how you guys are like old friends. One other like role play I used to do, especially if you're like a little bit more of an attractive dude and you're very confident and you're running the set very well, what I'll do is when the friends come back and we have this ongoing joke that we're like old friends, I'll even talk about how I was the nerdy loser who always had a really big crush on her. And then what I'll even do is like, I'll exaggerate that role. But here's the thing though, like you gotta really be like confident and charismatic if you're gonna play that. If you're like weird and you're a little insecure and the friends come in and you're like, yeah, I always had a crush on her, that's fucking weird. I could tell in certain sets when the girl's like kind of feeling me, and if I'm like dressed up nice and I'm feeling like confident, and they come in and we're like, yeah, we're like old friends, and they're like, oh, how do you guys know each other? I'll go into this role play and I make myself sound like this like really super beta dude, but it's clearly a fucking joke. It's almost like that joke in Pickup where the girl's like, wow, you're so confident. You're like, what? No, I'm just like this like really shy boy. Essentially what you're doing though is like, it's so obvious that you're the opposite that it becomes funny, and you can actually feed into that role, and it really just shows the girl like, I get it. I get what you've experienced, and I'm clearly not that fucking guy. And the more you could explain that to women, the more you just differentiate yourself from every other loser that's like creepy in the nightclub. You could even keep going with it, right? So if that goes well, at some point you like come clean with it, right? Like if it's clearly a joke, we've been talking, the friend goes back, I start talking to the friend, and at some point I'll be like, no, I mean, honestly, all jokes aside, like we bumped into each other and I thought she seemed cute, or I thought she looked cute, or I thought she seemed cool. So I started talking to her, but I like you guys too. Like you guys are a lot of fun. That's what I would say to the friend too. And then I keep talking. But then later on, I could do callback humor. Like if I keep hitting it off with that girl, I could do callback humor to the role play. So if we keep talking and later on, maybe me and her go to the bar, maybe me and her start dancing, we start vibing. At some point I would be like, oh God, this is like high school with us all over again. Like you could keep using callback humor to bring back the role play. It's like a fantasy we frame about us in the past. But now you're like this confident dude. So it's actually a really powerful play of like teasing. It's like hypothetical flirting. It really just comes off as like a confident dude. So I like that role play. It can be powerful. One other thing worth noting is you could play the opposite role. If she asks how you guys always knew each other or how you guys know each other and you go into this role play thing, you would hit her with like a tease or a neg. And it's kind of like a push away challenge. It would be like, oh, believe it or not, she actually had a crush on me in high school, but I friend zoned her. You really gotta be a little bit more of like that confident, cocky dude and have a really high level of entitlement to deliver that one properly. You could say that and then you'll get a reaction from that. And then I'll go really in depth with the characteristics of the things she hypothetically was doing to again show the girls that I get it and I'm not that guy, right? So I'll be like, oh no, but I friend zone her. And they'll start laughing. Then I look at the friend, I'm like, she was so clingy. Like, you don't even understand, like text message after text message after text message. I didn't know how to lay her down softly, so like I kind of like led her on in a way, and it just got weird. Like she became like an orbiter, and she was buying like you could go off with the whole thing. But again, it's all calibrated to like how they're reacting. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you're interested in implementing any of the concepts taught in this video, I have a brand new coaching program where you can actually work with me one-on-one. I'm going to analyze your communication, your pickup skills, your game, and assess where you're at, point out your blind spots, your sticking points, show you the step-by-step process as well to take you from where you're at right now to accomplishing your goals with women and dating. Click the link in the description, fill out that application, pick out a day and a time for that consultation call, and I'll be talking to you guys soon. Until next time, Coach Kyle signing out. Peace out, guys.